Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Karen, and in this video, I will be sketching Brio. It's an Italian restaurant located in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I picked it because of the beautiful bougainvillea, I think you pronounce it, plants that are in the front. And it's very simple, and I'm going to be doing this very loose on a very small piece of watercolor paper. So if you'd like to do this along with me, it's going to be in real time. It's only about 20 minutes long, so we'll start with pen and paper, and then we're going to go in with some watercolor and finish off with some pen again. So let's see how it goes. So I'm starting off with the top of the building, and I'm going to work my way down, and I'm leaving out uh, the building that's to the left of I'm just going to do the building itself. I'm not going to do the building to the left or the building to the right. I'm going to keep this really, really simple, and I've found myself lately getting way too detailed, and so I'm going to rein it in, and I'm going to leave out a lot of details, make it a little wonky, make it fun. This is on, and I'm actually testing out some hot press paper. So this is I don't know, it's probably about a 4 by 6 inch square piece of hot pressed Arches watercolor paper. And I'm also using my Micron pen. I like to start out with a 01 or 02. I believe I've got in my hand a 01. Either one of those are good. I even like a 005 to start out. So I'm just going to work my way down. It's very simple, kind of straightforward, and I think those beautiful pink, that beautiful pink flowering plant is just a showstopper for this one. So that's why I picked it. There's a little fence there, just really loosely putting in, I'm not studying each detail of that fence. I'm just loosely putting in some of the features of it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are a regular, you know that I've kind of started out sketching loosely, and then I have a habit of starting to put in more and more detail, and I was getting there again. And I realized that because a video I was about to upload last week, well, I did upload it, it was an hour and 20 minutes long. And I'm like, this is crazy. I just don't want to be that detailed where it's taking me that long to do a sketch. I want these to be quick, fun. So I have about 4 videos I'm going to be uploading, and they're all going to be about 20 minutes long and very loose, fun, bright, very simple. I'm going to keep everything that I'm doing in these future videos. I'm going to keep everything just right in the center of the page. I'm not going to the end. Not doing I'm not watercoloring the full page. I'm not using the full page. I'm just focusing on the very center of the page, so it's just floating in the center. We're going to have a lot of splatters, which is, just wonderful with watercolor. So I've really enjoyed doing this one. And what I like to do, I'm going in with pen just because I can do that right now, because I actually did a couple sketches of it prior to committing to the actual watercolor paper. I did a I did a pencil, and then I did an ink one on just some scrap book paper, and then I felt what I wanted to do. I felt like what I achieved on those was what I wanted to do on this paper. I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting too detailed, and I want to leave out a lot of things. And what things I do put in there, keep them simple. So I really hope you do enjoy these newer videos this collection that I'm putting out, because it just, it's great for beginners. It's fun for even if you're an intermediate. And if you're looking for this reference photo, just Google Brio in West Palm, and you can pull that up and work off your iPad if you'd like. The side of the building is very, very, I like that. It's very cool. It's just a sliver of side of the building. And then, of course, I love these Spanish tile roofs. So that's going to be a little wider, and then the side's going to be really small. And I kind of phase it out. Love that. And in the past, I would have went in with pencil to make sure that my lettering was centered and spelt correctly. Obviously, I've had issues with that in the past. And so this one, it's 4 letters, not too complicated, and I'm not making it perfect. So I don't want it to be exactly like it is in the photograph. So I just went in with the pen, not too concerned. And then putting just one little palm tree on the side. And I think that's it. Oh, there's that little chandelier under there. Don't forget that. And I love those cement balls. Those are going to be fun to paint. So I have a mop brush. Love these brushes. This is a 0. It's the smallest mop brush that I have. I just love it. And I'm going to be wetting the paper down first. I've mixed up some cerulean blue, and I'm going to drop that in. I think I did a little cerulean blue with just a little bit of ultramarine and a lot of water. And of course, we're dropping it onto water, so it's going to be really nice and soft. And I'm working on a slanted surface, so the water is starting to pool down. And I want the top of the sky to be darker, so that's why I turned the paper around so that that paint would flow towards the top of the paper. And as you can see, I'm just keeping that skyline focused around the building, just in the center. I'm going to be going in with some shadows now, and one of my favorite shadow colors that I mix is an opera pink, cobalt turquoise, and just a little bit of a darker, like an indigo, just a touch of that. It's just a really, really pretty shade of like a lavender. I'm going to be going out of town this weekend, and I'm going to stop at going back to Illinois, and I'm going to stop at one of my favorite art supplies stores there. I'm going to get a smaller I'm going to look at their travel palettes. I'm going to get a smaller palette, just see what they have. I know I have one in my cart on Amazon, but I'd like to get something smaller so that I can mix it on camera so you could see what I'm mixing. If I can hold that in my hand and mix it, I think that would be nice for you to see. I know I like it when people do that. I watch other videos and it looks nice when I can see them mixing the actual color. You should see my Amazon cart. I have so much stuff in it. I never used to do that. Now I'm always adding to my cart and I'm not committing because I always think it's an impulse buy. But I do have some art supplies in the cart, so I'm going to just look at the store that's in Illinois called Dick Blick, see what they have, and then I always like to, when I'm shopping, compare the price. I'll get out my phone and look at what Amazon has it priced at compared to the store and go with the best value. So I put all that beautiful shadowing in. Our sun's coming from the right. And I'm going straight in with, I just added some water to my opera pink just to dilute it a little bit. I'm going straight in with that color into that beautiful plant. And I'm just dotting it, leaving a couple of gaps. I took a moment and let the paper dry, let the watercolor dry. And for the building, I'm using a very, very diluted yellow ochre. Just a really soft shade of beigey yellow for that little trim, and then the two pillars there. I'm mixing up a little bit of the green now, so I will have a mix of phthalo green light, cad yellow for the palm tree, and then the little grasses below the pink bougainvillea, I think, if I'm pronouncing it right again. I think that was too yellowy. Add a little bit more green. I love these colors together. I love green and pink together, and green and pink and orange and pink and blue, and there's no orange in it, but I like those two colors. When I used to plant flowers back in Illinois in the springtime, I would put pinks, Gerber daisies, pink ones and orange ones together. Love that. I'm using some Payne's Gray for the windows and that little round window in the archway, and then some of the archways in the lower part, keeping it very soft. I want this very, very soft and a light feeling, not a lot of darks. Time for some splatters. I'm going to be using the blue that's left over in the palette. Add some water to it, and I'm going to flick it on my finger for something different. A few splatters of the opera pink. Just add some water to what's on your palette, and then I'm just flicking that on my finger for these splatters here. And blot off what you don't like. And now that the pink is dry, I'm going to just give it a little bit of a little bit darker dabs of the straight, not too much water in it, opera pink. Just a little here and there. There's some greenery within that plant, but I'm not putting any of that. Like I said, this is a little more abstract and very loose. I'm using a rigger brush for this. I'm going to do a little bit more shadowing underneath those cement balls with some little bit of indigo watered down, and I didn't like that, so I'm going to blot that off. That'll dry a little bit lighter. And just one little bit of a shadow underneath that. Those little areas on the building. So a couple of things that I did not get on camera, but this is the finished painting. I used a 0.3 micron. I did the scallop roof of the Spanish tile, and I did a little bit of, I did the Brio sign, the lettering a little darker, and the light fixture below the Brio, I darkened the feature of the lights that are coming off that dome-shaped light fixture. And that is about it. But I hope you enjoyed this. I think it's just kind of fun. It's loose. It's more of an abstract, and I kind of want to start getting away from being too tight, and also I want to change up the colors a little bit. Maybe not do so matchy-matchy of what I see. Start getting a little more artistic than just copying. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll leave the supplies below in the comment or in the description area. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. So I've got some more fun ink and watercolor sketches coming up. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day.